Hi everyone, Mr. Mars here out on the west coast of Australia, and I'm back with part 2 of the knife sharpener build. So if you're still interested, keep watching. As you may have spotted before in the other video, I've got a bit more done, but I've got a confession to make. The video that I shot, I couldn't find. I don't know what I've done with it, whether I just deleted it by accident, I've looked everywhere and I haven't got it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you what I've done up to now. So I've actually got it to a point where I can test sharpening a knife. But what I will do before that is I'll show you in detail what I've done to it, just so that you're not missing out on anything. I'll go through this in a bit more detail about how it works. Then of course the sharpener itself. So I'll just zoom in here. I've added these two cross pieces, which obviously you need just to keep it stable. They're just bolted straight through. And actually, I don't know if you can see that, but they're bolted through here, not right through to the bottom, otherwise it will affect how it sits on the surface. So I've done that. I've done the same thing for this one, bolted them through here as well. But the main thing is the business end here. So what you can see here is a hinge that is bolted, and that's bolted right through. I've then drilled 2 holes in this plate, this, what do you call it, this chamfered holding plate, I suppose I can call it. That's then bolted through here. But what I'm going to have to do, and because the back of these bolts are obviously on the back of this hinge here, I've had to cut 2 recess holes so that they sit down. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to undo this clamp here, which I'll show you in a minute. Take the bolt out. So now you can see how this works. You can see that this has been bolted through. I actually chamfer them or round them off, grind them off a little bit so that they fit through these 2 holes. So I didn't need such massive holes, but straight away you can see, well, I had to do that because of these. But of course it allows it to sit flat, or as flat as I need it to fit on there. I've gone with something this thick because I believe as you crank down on it and tighten the blade down, as I tighten the blade down, this is going to flex a lot and could affect this whole thing. So you can see that it's a piece of plate which is 40mm wide. I think it's 5mm thick. Could be 6mm, no, actually I think it's 5mm. And chamfered down to leave about, what's that? I'll leave about 2.5mm or 2mm, something like that on the front there. You can also see that I've glued leather pad top and bottom so that we're not marring up the knife. And honestly, apart from showing you this clamp, that's really as difficult as this thing is. So let me just show you this here. So those of you that live in WA might have heard of a specialist tool shop called Carbotech. Now they've got clamps that are not like this at all really, but the idea is the same. They're a lot neater and obviously would be most appropriate. But I saw a couple on the website, went to their shop and they said I don't keep them in stock, I had to order it. Now I wanted to get this done, so last weekend I made up this here. Now this is just the same as any clamp will work. What I've done is I've got this bolt which I've cut off, I've drilled and tapped through there. And obviously I've got to keep it on, so at the moment I've just got this bolt through here and there's no reason why it can't stay there. It's not quite centered because of when I put this bolt in, it's not quite right. I can ground the side off and get it more centered really, but I can actually get that in, and it does give it a little bit of stability, funny enough, so it's not so loose. but obviously that goes and screws straight into there. I can actually get that on right now. I might have to go through from the other side, but no. Well, let's just put it on, I'll show you. So that goes on, say. I've got a couple of little ridges there that I had to recess in here. At first I tried drilling them out, but that didn't work, so I just sharpened up a bolster and I just banged them in so that I could put 2 cuts in, and that would just let that to sit down much flatter, and it locks in when I go to tighten it up. Eventually I think I'll epoxy this in, but for now I'm just gonna put this on like this. Now, just got to line this up. That's about right, I think. So, I'm sure it doesn't take Einstein to realise how this works, but put this in here. And I just clamp this down. Now of course you've got to set it. This fits in there, and so clamp that down. Now that's really tight. wife just bought me a cup of tea. Isn't she nice? So there you go. I'm really pleased with it. Prototype works really well. I've successfully sharpened a knife with it. I've just shown you how blunt it was and actually how sharp it now is. I mean, a couple of little hang-ups, but seriously, really sharp. In fact, that's how sharp it is. Band-aid. I've already cut myself on it. This is just an old kitchen knife that I repurposed into a bushcraft knife. So it was a good one to test it on, because the grind on here is not really very good. It's a bit wobbly, so I thought, well, if it could sharpen this, it can probably sharpen something else that's made a bit more accurately. What would I do next time if when I build this? I'll use this for now and see how I go with it. I haven't tested the up and down motion of this, although it's really nothing to test. I couldn't find my angle finder, but I think this is 20 degrees. This is what I set it at originally, so assuming it's still the same, that's what it will be set at. Now you will notice that I took that plate off, so in the first video there was a plate that sat on here with a magnet on. The magnet didn't work. The magnet actually was too strong, and this was sticking to it a bit, and it was just making it hard work, and I just thought that would be a good way of holding the knife there whilst I sharpen it, but actually that's why I turned to this. This is so much better. This I'll probably buy for anyone who lives in Perth, and particularly northern suburbs. In Balcatta there's a place called Carbotex, a specialised knife store. You can get these crank handles, these cam crank handles as I call them. They're only $9 or $10 each, I think, but I made this one myself because I had to. Nothing really else to say about this, but that's it for now. You guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.